Hey, hello, folks. We made it this week. Amazing. No catastrophes, no... Smack the mic. But yes, no major tech issues this week. So we are here. So welcome back, my brave adventurers, to hopefully another thrilling episode in our epic saga. As the dust then settles, if you like, over the Cathedral of Sin, our resident heroes, the Planar Detective Agencies, find themselves at something of a pivotal moment. The corridors to that darkened sanctuary of hell have now been cleared. There are relics of power that have been secured, but there is certainly a shadow of uncertainty that now continues to loom large ahead. So tonight in episode 63, A New Dawn, our party faces that crossroads of fate, destiny, and who knows what else. So with no clear path before them, they must choose their next steps very wisely. There is the enigmatic Silus Vorn, captured at the Masquerade Ball, who could hold secrets to unravel motivations of the elusive Triumvirate and the Shrouded Lord. Could his interrogation shed light on the dark corners of intrigue that bind this city's elite? Who knows? And meanwhile, that cold grasp of the Lord of Winter continues to tighten on young Callum, and our heroes need to, at some point, devise a daring rescue to free their good friend from that frostbound captivity. And behind all of this, of course, there is the ever-present shadow that continues to stretch across our world of Ardalia, that shrouded lord individual, and whatever malevolent lieutenants he may or may not have, or they may or may not have, I should say, as they continue to weave their sinister plots. So what moves are our party going to make to counter that growing darkness? So, as we prepare to embark on tonight's journey, wherever it may lead, a simple reminder, our tale treads paths both dark and dire. Viewer discretion is of course, advised. There will potentially be scenes of intense conflict, themes of betrayal, ever-present danger. There could be all sorts that goes on tonight. It's very much an adult stream, adult language, adult humour included, so you have been warned. So, my friends, gather your courage, for A New Dawn begins. Let's roll. Oh, hey, Dave. That was a bit of a shock. There we go. Oh, fuck me. What a start. Some behind-the-scenes shenanigans going on there, which you can catch on social media at some point, I'm sure. Cool. Welcome, everybody. It's nice to see your faces actually on the internet this time.
That was deadpan.
Yeah, I was just there like, okay, I'll make another joke, Matt. Fucking hell.
To be fair, I was expecting more of the sentence, and then the sentence stopped, and I was waiting for the next bit.
Yeah, me too.
It's going well.
Harumph. Right, should we run down the lineup before we fuck this totally? Yeah, let's just sack it off now. Oh, very good. Well, hello everybody, welcome to episode 63. I'm Matt, I am your Dungeon Master for this evening, and playing whatever NPCs these fuckers go and find.
Hello, I'm Dave, and I'm playing a Jewel of Shadows, and I am excited to keep Matt on his toes tonight.
And I would also like to thank him for reminding him of the side quests that we have to do tonight, because it feels like ages since the ball and we captured that, whatever that fella's name is.
Silus Vorn.
Oh, yeah. There we go, thank you. But I will be playing Lex this evening, and I will hopefully take up Edge's mantle of being Chief Interrogator.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Big boots to fill. I am Tom. I am the father half of Homie and the Dude. I will be playing Kavan Buckland, who is a human bard paladin, and also a secret supporter of Tottenham Hotspurs. Who knew? But anyway.
That's it. Kavan dies tonight.
See you later.
I didn't know Kavan had gone full different class as well. I think it meant barbarian paladin, didn't you?
Oh yeah, that's what I said. Oh yeah, barbarian paladin. All that.
It's all good. We're out of practice. This is what happens when we don't get streamed for a week. So, it's all good. Of course, we would usually have our resident bard sorcerer with us, but Bodhi is enjoying a well-earned break. He will be back next week, however, for our grand finale of Orbital Blues Arc 1. So yes, do not miss out on that. So the last thing I want to do before we dive into the episode proper is to give a massive shout out once again to Becky, my very good friend, who has done some new artwork for us. We will eventually get it all sorted. I am about tomorrow, I will be uploading it to the website. So when you go and look at the website and view the characters, you'll see all of the new artwork there in a new sketch-like style, and it's awesome. So thank you very much, Becky, for that. Now,
thanks, Becky.
Let's begin. Having absolutely crushed the Cathedral of Sin, the four of you escape out through the tunnels and through the sewers out into the early morning of a new Union City day. Quite literally, a new dawn rises. However, throughout this whole period, as you've been dealing with the Order of the Right Hand and the Cathedral of Sin and everything that it's had to throw at you, each and every one of you has had visions of the past. Remembering where you came from. For some of you, completely remembering memories that were lost to you. Some of you remembering things that were taken from you. And so as you all now, in somewhat revered silence, I will say, at a job done, you head back to the Jarl's Hearth, tired, beaten, bloodied, but not out of the fight just yet. So as you go on that journey and as you enter into the Jarl's Hearth is quiet. All the patrons of the previous nights, drunk, asleep. The Jarl's Hearth is emptier than it usually is. Maybe that's due to the earthquakes and the chaos that ensued previously. You head up to your room. And this is where I hand over to you, my friends. What would you like to do?
Well, I would like to, attaining a couple of new items in the victory, I suppose. So the spoils of war. I've got my new brassiers and an amulet.
Brassiers.
So I want to spend some time. Braces, fucking hell. I don't know why I said brassiers. Why not? Might as well make it. I picked up some sexy pants and a new necklace.
Over the shoulder boulder holders, mate.
Yeah. And then I want to take some time wrestling this back.
Oh, do you? I mean, we'll give you that time. We won't hold.
I just want to attune to a bit new shit, alright?
There we go.
Fuck's sake. We try to tell a lovely story.
That's all good. It's all good. So you head into the room with your bracers now just sort of on, and you probably take them off again. But what you notice as you sort of place those bracers on is you feel just it's all like a feeling of fortitude just runs through you. They are somewhat reinforced anyway in terms of armor, but you just feel like you're now going to be somewhat harder to hit. Anything else that you're going to attune to then?
The amulet.
The first one.
The necklace, yeah.
So you take the amulet out, the necklace out. Which, when I just remind myself of what it looks like, there, words. Yes, this gold chain, and with this amulet complete at the end with what just looks like two hands and a heart in the middle of it. You spend some time just sitting with this and sort of holding it in your hands and feeling that magic. Now, you are innately magical anyway, so you sort of dive into that feeling of magic. And for the first time in a long time, there is a stirring in the back of your mind. Almost, in fact, actually in your gut. A roiling. A chaos. I would like you to roll me a charisma saving throw, please.
This is not what I expected.
We've done origin
fucking
stories.
hell.
I've got shit to throw at you.
Can I use magical guidance?
Of course you can.
Because that was absolute dog shit. No, actually, let's see what happens with the dog shit roll, because it might be funny. I rolled a 10.
Okay. You rolled a
And that's
10.
with
Roll
the
me a
plus
D100, please.
Oh no, that's even worse. Right.
While this is going on as well, because Leicester are doing it, I will pay tribute to an amazing Leicester City manager, which is Craig Shakespeare, who unfortunately lost his life to cancer. So thank you, Shaky, for everything you did. And then we'll crack on.
95.
95. Ooh. What a roll that would have been on like all sorts of things.
Yeah.
There is a moment then as you sit and your friends are all around you and that roiling just boils over. You're not expecting it. You lose all focus and this wave of energy just washes over everyone. Everyone, for a minute, feels particularly vulnerable. It's almost like you feel like your armor's been stripped from you. Now, we're in a safe space right here, but I will let you in on secret. Had you been in battle and this happened, you would have all been vulnerable to piercing, slashing, or bludgeoning damage, and bludgeoning damage for that whole month. This wave of energy then rolls off you, Lex, and everybody feels it. Kavan, you feel it more than you usually would, and it connects with something inside of you as well, which we'll come to in a minute. As you then get a control of that feeling once again, Lex, you remember before that sharp pain and waking up in a different world when your abilities were very different to the way they are today. And then you focus in for an hour on that amulet and attune.
I hope that doesn't happen again. I just accidentally start spaffing magical waves at people and then...
Yeah, if you could do it to the other group, real good.
Facing away from you guys, I'll just...
Just chef's kiss, but you know, if you could not do that, no.
As I see Lex kind of close the door to his room, kind of in a parallel, that feeling washed up over me as I decided to... Actually, I'm looking at Jewel to kind of read what Jewel's doing. If Jewel is heading up the stairs, I'll probably just kind of fall behind a little bit. But if Jewel turns around, I will invite Jewel to see if she wants to have a nightcap, because I need one.
Jules been very quiet since the battle. Alert with you guys, but quite subdued. So, and probably emotionally distracted with what's going on. However, after walking, sort of a couple of steps up the stairs, we'll turn around and be like, "This has been a big night for Kavan," and we'll look back at you.
I will say, as the two of you look around, that Aegeus and Takami are gone.
Jewel, I can't go to sleep right now. I've got crazy, I don't know what it is, energy, thoughts, all sorts going on. Listen, if you...
No. I would... Shall we have a drink? I need to unpack stuff. Unwind.
I'd love to. Yeah. Head over to the bar.
Jill will also be like, with this connection that we have all had, be like, yeah, all right, Aegis is not dying in an alleyway somewhere, and just be like, okay.
I see Jewel kind of looking around for Aegeus, and I say, look, this is his home city, and he would do this all the time. He just needs to take care of business that sometimes he shares with me and sometimes he doesn't, and he just will reappear again when no,
I know he did it on the first night.
Yeah.
At least we know, we can feel he is not in immediate danger.
Yeah.
Drink, make it strong, please.
I walk actually behind the bar, and I'm just kind of looking at some of the dusty bottles that might have a particularly nice aged quality to them, and pop a cork and just smell one, and it suits me, and I turn around and I hold it up to Jewel. What do you think of this?
It's that one. Perfect.
And I put 2 glasses in front of us, but I say, pardon me on this one, and I just take a big slug out of the bottle myself.
As long as that was not one for the road.
No, that's one for the beginning. And I hand the bottle to Jewel to do with what she wants, whether she wants to pour a drink or whatever.
She copies you, but takes a smaller swig, and then will pour 2 sizable glasses afterwards. Puts it to one side.
Yeah.
Kavan,
how are you doing?
Like I said, I have a lot to unpack. How do you feel after sorting all of that out? That was cathartic?
Yeah, I think so.
I know we all went in there angry, but I kind of feel like it needed to happen.
It feels like... I feel embarrassed to say it, Joel. But I feel lighter. I feel freer. I feel less cursed, man. I just feel better. I feel better, Joel.
I'm glad you do, and I think that is absolutely right. The suppression of what had happened to you, what they had done to you, is awful. So to ensure that they will never do it again is perfect.
Yeah. I mean, I think the guilt... I keep going over it in my head and just wondering whether we had to go to the depths of... Fucking everyone had to go to this place that was fucking murderous and savage and, at the doorstep of fucking evil, Joel. I mean, we did some horrible things, and for me to feel happier is weird, man. It's just weird.
I am trying to look on the brighter side. I don't know whether you noticed, but one of the rooms we went into, I tried to offer one of the priests to run if they had an ounce of compassion in their lives. I need to show it to them. I saw beyond all doubt, however, that they were not. We gave them the choice. Some we didn't, but I do not believe that would have changed anything. And the creatures that they were in bed with, truly horrible.
Yeah.
On that part, I am sorry that I am not always, it seems, not always as helpful in a fight.
No.
Kavan, I don't
Jewel,
know what happened.
Jewel.
I don't know what happened. I'm sorry.
Jewel. Do not apologize. You were. I don't know what your underlying motives were, but I felt you being there for me, and I can never repay you. And I guess my guilt is like, I feel like I should be like, serious about the debt that I owe this fucking world, to you three, and to others that have gotten me to this point. But I just feel fucking like feelings I had when I was a kid. I feel like I want to laugh. I feel like I want to fucking dance. I feel like I want to recapture the shit that I fucking lost. I feel guilty about doing that.
You should not. It is wonderful to hear that you want to do those things again. They are exactly what we all want to do. It's why I'm doing this. It's why I left my village. Well, there's a story, but yeah. Why are we all doing this? It showed a dark side of us last night, and Aegeus was right to question our ego motives to go in and slaughter. Maybe that wasn't right, but the end result was much desired for all of us, for the city. So don't stop feeling guilty.
Yeah.
You've had your path of redemption. You've done it.
Yeah.
And
I have.
As long as we don't carry on just finding places to go in and take over and slaughter, that's not who we are. We know this.
Yeah.
We're not like them.
We're not. You look at who am I to be the one that you share stuff with or not? You have a deep relationship with Lex and
come on,
others, but you said
you practically are, family friends at this point.
Well, that's what I mean. You said, now there's a story, and I'm here for you. If you want to share anything about that.
I don't like talking about those horrible creatures that we met again, but did we tell you how, I know we joke about it, but I died or nearly died or somewhere in between, and it was one of those horrific creatures that did it to me? And
I mean,
something when I got in front of them, I locked up. But when I did, and I don't know whether it was the Watcher trying to, protect me or guide me, but I am remembering quite a few things of what happened a few years ago. I think a discussion with all of the group, But I just don't know what happened in front of those horrible creatures. I hope it won't happen again. And
Joe, if it happens again, it happens again. What the fuck? I mean, you see me on my knees? You see me brought to helplessness less than a day ago? Did you see? I can't be more vulnerable. So, like, this shit happens, right? And you locked up. You fucking locked up. You now know what that feels like, and next time you'll see that coming, and you'll negotiate around that. I know you will, because since then, how many times have you not locked up? How many times have you been there for us? Right? Build on that.
oh, that is a very healthy way of looking at it. I hadn't thought of it like that. Maybe... maybe it was just... I've got to get over these creatures, and if I see them again, face them head on.
Yeah. Hey, I got a wacky idea. And I fill our glasses again, and I turn around and I look for the music source downstairs. And I don't want to turn it loud, but I do want to find a bit of a jig, a bit of a fun song to put on.
So you look around in this tavern, and this is a simple Viking-inspired, Norse-inspired tavern. There's no machines as such, but you do find a small bardic troupe. Probably 2 members at most, one with sort of a drum that they're slumped over, hungover and drunk, and the other one with a harp of sorts, of all things, that they're sort of sat next to, again, just slumped. And they are snoring.
I go up to them with the bottle, and I kick their feet like the bottom of their boots. Oi, oi. This party hasn't finished yet, has it?
Apparently not.
No, not at all. It's, and whatever time it is, I'm just gonna say it's like an hour before closing. And say, look, we've been waiting for you to... You went away for a break, and the second act is supposed to come on where everyone's kind of outside having a cigarette, and we need you to start. So something fun, something lively, something to get us going again, but just a little bit lower volume, maybe, because it is a little later in the evening, and I'm not sure what the neighbors would say, but you got something for us? And I hand them the bottle.
Sort of squinting as dawn light is shining through windows here, and they are horrendously hungover. But they take the bottle that you've got and just sort of, I'll do it. Ugh. And this is the drummer that you've woken up, who then just sort of pokes the female elf bard that is slumped over the harp, and she just sort of wakes up. What's going? Oh, no. Eesh. Very, very black. Oh, whiskey? And just... You want something quiet? Sure. Let's go. And just begins to strum a light jig, with a simple, just almost brushed drum beat, we will say.
Not quite like that, but...
That was incredible notification sound at that point. Like the timing of that was fantastic.
The bard's called Siri, obviously.
As she starts the first kind of beats, I turn around in a bit of a grandiose way, and I turn to Jewel, and I get down, kind of bend down, lower my head, and offer my hand to Jewel, and say, "Milady."
She she smiles and then sort of grab the clasp of her cape, and will actually then take it off, whisper it around, put it on the bar stool, and then we'll go over.
Good.
And we are kind of just in almost like a semi-formal dancing position, and I turn to the two that are playing, and I say, "A bit faster, could you?" And as I say that, I start just kind of turning Jewel in a bit of a circle and starting to laugh and to release and to say, "Jewel, I need this so much. I'm so happy I'm sharing this with you." And I start just kind of lifting my knees and laughing a little bit more and twirling Jewel and having a moment of as much of joy as Kavan has had in years, if not decades.
Jewel feels like the place is full and cheering on Kavan. She's got a great smile on her face because she sees that this is like a Kavan side we haven't seen before, and just is very happy. She's pretty good at dancing. It's a bit more fluid, but it's just is enjoying seeing the freedom, the weight off Kavan's shoulders.
And at the other end of the scale,
Excellent stuff.
Lex is in his room after the whole vulnerability wave, still feeling vulnerable. He's clenching the metal plate that's at the back of his neck that he forgot was there, and he's kind of in the fetal position, rocking back and forth almost to the beat of the music, and he's half speaking to Cog, half kind of speaking to the universe, just saying to himself as a bit of a mantra on how do I restore balance. And I'm going, resist the chaos, embrace the chaos, resist the chaos, embrace the chaos, resist, and just keep doing that until I just mantra myself to sleep almost.
It's like
As
a
I'm having
Gollum
an existential
moment where
crisis.
you've got
Yeah.
Smeagol, Gollum, Smeagol, Gollum. You've got chaos, balance, just camera pans to either side of Lex as they're having this existential crisis.
Cog is nodding, shaking his head, shaking his head.
I think at one point Cog would probably just flutter over to you, and where your hand is on that metallic plate at the back of your neck, they just get their feet and gently prise your fingers away and sort of let your hand fall down and then just flutter down in front of you. And in a weird Cog moment, the eye rolls closed and they just gently bump their sphere against your head.
And that soothes me enough for me to eventually drift off.
Where is your chest at this point? And I don't mean your chest, I mean your box.
In me bag of holding.
Very good. Cog is going to flutter down to that bag of holding and just taps it.
Oh no.
Taps the bag of holding. Taps it again.
What do you want?
Which in Cog speak is take out the chest.
Don't really see how this is going to help, but okay, here we go.
Okay. And as you go to hand it to Cog, his foot just pushes it back towards you.
But I can't open it. If you want something, you'll need to open it. What do I do with this? What am I not understanding here? Give us a clue here,
Flutter up.
Cog.
Ding ding. Taps you on the head. Ding ding. Taps the chest.
Insight check on the chest.
I will try and open it without Cog's help. I just got to remind myself what's in it now.
How would you like to open it?
With sheer force of will.
With the
Very
force.
good.
with the force, yes.
This is not the box you are looking for.
I will try to attune to its frequency because I can do that with other shit. To
Give me an
then
Arcana check, please.
open it. A what?
An
Arcana.
Arcana, please.
Oh, fuck it down. I'll use magical guidance definitely that time because that was a 1.
Oof.
That's better.
Sort of
20,
focus on it and like
21.
Hey!
you look at this box and just like open, and then you sort of think this is Mechanus, and you pull on that clockwork cord within you, if you like, and as you do so and then will the box to open, you hear the sound of gears just and the box opens up, revealing the contents within.
So in there, we'll have the necklace of the astral plane.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It will also have... Let me get it. Astral plane necklace. It won't have thingy shard in it anymore. So I'll give it back to him. The Shadowfell key.
Mm-hmm.
Does it also have Callum's?
It-
What's it?
Callum's fucking... Does that have Callum's thingy statue in it?
It does have Callum's statue in it.
And then I'm thinking, well, it can be the Shadowfell, and then it can be the astral plane key. And then I'll pick up the Callum figure and hold it to Cog. And I'm assuming he's like, "Woo!"
Cog's actually just sat and sort of closes their wings and just sits. And again, just in Cog speak. The chest is no longer mine to control. You have
Oh,
everything
thank you,
you
Cog.
need.
So I will now look at the statue of Callum, clasp it, not too tight, obviously, hold it to my chest, and then I'll say, looks like it's time to embrace the chaos. We're coming for you, buddy. And then...
It is icy
That's-
cold against your chest.
Which is good because I'm sweating
And as you
after all that.
As you sort of say, I guess it's time to embrace the chaos, Cog's eye slides shut. And he sleeps.
Cog's a bad influence, it turns out.
Downstairs, as this jig is going on and this euphoric moment for both Kavan and Jewel, patrons are beginning to wake up. And there's a couple of grumbles, but the moment everybody sees the joy at the centre of this room, it's infectious. It is almost like one person after another just goes and buys another drink, and the party from the night before, if it was a party from the night before, just rolls on into the morning. The two of you continue to dance for 20 minutes, 40 minutes, near enough to an hour, just getting everything out of your system at this point, as a form of catharsis, if you like. Covered in blood, bruises, battered. Kavan, you look over to the table where Jules' cloak is and see a particular warhammer laid there. And it glints in the morning sunlight. And as this sort of hour goes on, and you work through that euphoria, the adrenaline high, if anything, you start to come down, and tiredness begins to take each and every one of you.
As we stop dancing and go back to the Warhammer and the cloak and sit back down where our drinks are, this is going to be out of left field. I never really asked you, Kavan, what were your thoughts on Mayanora? The brief times that we knew.
Yeah, I was in a... I think... I was distracted for a lot of those days and weeks because it was like I had Callum on my mind a lot, and I kept thinking, why aren't we going to get him? And I thought, well, because we have greater good and we have these other things. And then, so she, along with other creatures and individuals, came through my experience, and I go by my gut, Jewel, and I think I'm mostly I think I looked at everything as a fucking distraction, Jewel, and I just want to get on with Callum, and I think I looked at Mayanora as everyone else seems to trust Mayanora, but I kept thinking and I kept feeling this uneasiness of she's a distraction. She's not allowing us to get to where we want to get to. She's offering us information that is important, but it wasn't important to me at the time.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm not a great judge of character or anything like that. I just go by my gut, and half the time I'm fucking drunk, and the other half the time I'm depressed, and who the fuck knows?
Used to be, Kavan. Used to be.
Yeah. And I pour a drink and I say, to future times, Jewel.
To future times. And sorry, the only reason I do ask is I remember much more of my childhood, and I almost grew up with her as a friend, sort of. I think I know why I don't remember, and it will be useful, I think, to all of us to try and unravel it, but I hope it does not distract us any further. I do think that she was actually good. I think she was definitely twisted by whatever we are chasing, I think. So when I have slept on it, we can discuss what we do moving forward.
Yeah, and you knew her, I think, better than anyone, and so a lot of my feeling about her was following what your feeling about her was, and I will kind of continue that.
That is why I'm trying to understand. It was warped for me, for many reasons. So to get the truth now is a blessing. It is a weight off my shoulders again, and hopefully will help us point us in the right direction. I do agree with you, though, that I miss Callum.
I do too, Jewel. I didn't know Callum very much, but the small period of time was really impactful, and I feel like Look, I'm happy to go. I'm at the service of this group. I am indebted to this group. If you want to chase other things, that's fine. But in my heart, let's go get fucking Callum.
Yeah, I mean,
Holding the statue of Callum, going, you know what we need to do. As I'm rejuvenated by remembering him, but also I'm fucking holding him dearly, like it's real, and it's a little baby Callum. And then I sort of stumble into this party, and I'm like,
"Oi, oi! What are you doing up?"
We need to rescue Callum.
Callum.
What?
Callum.
What am I interrupting here?
we were dancing.
We were just saying what you said.
I was having an existential crisis, but I'm back now, and we're on the same page. We need to rescue Callum, but first we need to question the fugitive from the ball. Get that out of the way, and then we all need to get together to open a portal.
Yes,
to Callum.
Kavan, I think we caught you up on who we found at the ball just after you were kidnapped.
Yeah. No, I wasn't thinking very clearly, and I wasn't really.
No. Well, it was only. Yes, was a few hours ago, but we are. They've been held for us to be able to interrogate them further once we subdued them, and let's try and get some information out of them as best as possible. But Lex, how the hell are we going to find Callum? We wanted to, and we knew that we could not go and get him. So.
Well, I know this is from the Feywild, right? We can use this as a key to open a portal to the Feywild, but what I can't do is...
Hang on, we can open portals now?
Yeah, of course we can. Now we've all, after the whole Star Touch Crystal, we're all now attuned to each other, and we've got this joint power where we can open portals as long as we have a key. But we've never tried it before. But this is a key. We can open it to the Feywild, but I don't know where we will land. I'm hoping, because it is of Callum, and we're focusing on Callum, it might bring us close to him. But that the danger is we need to find the wintry veil, or whatever the fuck it's called, wherever Frosty Jack is. But there might be some Fays in Union City who might be able to give us directions, maybe.
Well, I mean, this is certainly going to be a lot, I say, easier than I thought, but it's still going to be difficult, I am assuming. Okay, well, that is good. Yes, we need to find out the information that Silus knows before he is carted off to the gallows. Hopefully. Sorry,
Silus?
No. We're beyond that now. Carted off to prison.
Fair point. Yeah, let's see how he responds.
Yeah.
Jokes.
It might
Let's
restore balance to the universe if he's dead. Just saying.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. But as far as I know, and you two created it, the Planar Detective Agency is, the foundations are around greater good and restoring all of the injustices that have happened, and doing that in a way that we feel good about our actions. We feel our actions are honorable, and we keep creating a distance from what we just experienced. Thank you for that. That was fucking awesome. We somehow got out of there, and I feel amazing. Let's not do that again.
It has been a good teaching experience, and we have to make sure that we do, as you say, learn from it. That we do not take so much emotion into it, and we make sure that we pass it on to the authorities, like we did with those the elders at Moor Stacy. You know, we ensure that the right is done.
But this dude might...
It does make me think, sorry Lex, if we have this ability to travel the planes now, is this not where we're going to potentially find more information?
Yeah, well, I'm hoping that Silus has information, because we know JS and Klein are working together, right? The Triangle of Evil, that other word that I can't say, proper word for it. But we need to know who the third point on that triangle is. Is it the Shrouded Lord? Is it the Lord of Winter? Is it any of the other nefarious bastards that we found along the way? I'm hoping Silus may give us that information, or at least
also
to go on.
Any other information about the that evil pact of mages? We still need to understand why they connect, and the was it the caves under the Crystalline Isles? Possibly still connected.
Or any other affiliations that they may have, whether it be the Serpent's Cloak or any other underground organizations.
Matt, can I do a history check as to whether my memory of the mages that collected Maynora in the village were looking the same as the people we met, or whether it was similar?
Make me that history check, please.
History
As Jewel is doing that, I'm hearing all of these additional points of investigation, and immediately, because we've done this before, I'm thinking we're gonna get fucking sidetracked again. And I start village peopling a C, then an A, then an L, then another L.
I know what you're going to say, Kavan.
Then a U, then an M.
I can promise you now, this interrogation is only to try and get information to, well, A, help Callum, because he may be working with the Lord of Winter, but Callum is the main objective. But while we're here, we need to question him before he's put to death. I don't think the townsfolk are going to... Well, I don't think the upper echelons of Union City are going to let this guy live.
Yeah, I mean, come on, Kavan. Mara is going to, have his head very likely for what they have done. They are likely connected. Look, this is time critical, and Callum is nearly as time critical. Therefore, that is the order, and then nothing else dissuades us.
It's literally just a morning's detour.
Yes, I hope that we get back to Union City, but I'm quite frankly ready to leave with all these horrible earthquakes and balls that try and get you killed, and, well, it hasn't been a best first impression.
Planar Detective Agency promise, and I hold out a pinky, and then I realize that I'm not sure if we've established what the Planar Detective Agency kind of team promise is. So then I change it to a fist bump, and then I hold sort of a high five, and I'm just reading what is the group like. Yes, this is our pact promise. Do we have one?
Go Power Rangers! I was thinking, Lex.
No, what I was also going to say is we all hold the gems out, but I think we all do that, and then a nuke goes off. So we probably don't try that.
We summon Captain Planet.
Would you like to hold the gems out to see what happens?
Not in the middle of a tavern at 6 a.m. I don't really think that's going to be a wise decision.
That's a very good point. But
also, Edgy's isn't here, so
wander back up to bed.
Yeah.
Or are you standing in the middle of this now?
Or the fist
very awake,
and the hand bump. I want to be one behind you, so I go to do a pinky promise, and then as you do the fist, I'm there with a pinky, and then as you change it to a hand, think I'm there with a fist, and then as you change it, I'm like, oh, fuck! What? God damn it!
And I take that as the pattern. So I take it that it's the one behind is the pattern. Yeah. And then you have to kind of show frustration. So I think it's some sort of like, like very, very clever, undecipherable way of having our...
Let's not make this a complicated handshake, and then it would just be a hands-in goatee situation.
One in the middle.
Yeah.
But just for shits and giggles, Jewel actually uses her tail and just plops the tail on top of your hands.
Yeah. And then Cole put his in for Edgius. He's not here.
So it sounds like sleep, grill this Silus fucker, and on to Callum.
Yes.
Deal.
Excellent stuff. So you all head upstairs then, and into your room where I imagine with the wave of energy that came off Lex earlier, a few things have been pushed. Sort of loose papers, candle is sort of bent. But there's a few things where this wave has impacted. But tiredness absolutely smacks you in the face at this point. To the point where all of you pretty much fall straight into your bunks and begin to sleep. Kavan, you sort of fluff up your pillow and then reach underneath and lay your arms underneath as you then lay your head down, and as you do so your fingers brush over what feels like a piece of parchment.
I remember fucking Mara was here and she's not here, and I first say, oh fuck's sake, Mara, and I reach for it and then I try to find some light to read this piece of parchment.
You pull over the bent candle, which is almost now like a perfect reading light. You sort of avoid the wax that's slowly dripping off it, but you then open up the parchment and read a letter which you instantly recognise is penned in Mara's very perfect handwriting. And I will attempt to do this in her voice as I read this, rather than RPing it, or rather than role-playing it off the top of the dome, so to speak. So it reads, "My dearest Kavan, as I write this, I am already on my way back to the estate, or just about to head off. But my heart, it remains with you. The demands of our Black Veil and the city require my immediate attention, not the titty. Yet leaving your side... Yet leaving your side has not been an easy decision. Please understand, my departure is a necessity, not a choice. Each step away from you is heavy with the weight of unspoken words and unspent moments together. I find solace in our memories. The battles we fought side by side and the quiet nights under the stars. These memories, they are a beacon guiding me until I can return to you. Know that my love for you endures, steadfast through distance and time. You are the strength I draw upon in challenging times, and the joy that lights up the darkest days. I eagerly await the moment I can again stand beside you, not just as a fellow warrior, but someone who cherishes every part of who you are. Stay strong, my love. Handle the challenges as I know only you can, with courage and honor. I will be back as soon as my duties are fulfilled, and not a moment later. With all my love, Mara."
As I
Got
read
there in the
that,
end. Fucked it up at the beginning, got there in the end.
yeah, you got there. I look at the words, and I particularly look at the way she has written her name at the end, and I bring the paper to my nose just to smell as much of her essence as I can, and I say, "Oh, I've got so much to tell you. I've changed so much, and I think you're gonna like what I feel. I think you're gonna like me. I think you're gonna like..." I don't know if it's a different Kavan or a different version or a different part of me, but I did it, Mara. I did it. I fucking I fucking unlocked this other part of me, and I can't wait to fucking share it with you. And I bring it to my nose again. And then I fold it. And I put it next to me, knowing that I'm going to put it in a very special place tomorrow when I pack up.
In his backpack, you dirty bastard. Not his own.
I am so disappointed in this group. I literally, the opening was there, and no, it's fine. Fantastic, maturing as a party, apparently. Very good. So you place that down, and the three of you begin to sleep, and the exhaustion just washes over you all. You don't even dream. It is just that near death like sleep where nothing stirs you, nothing wakes you. You don't hear anything, you don't sense anything. It is just pure darkness until
Housekeeping
there was a
came in
gentle
the
knock
middle
at
way
the door.
through and we didn't fucking know.
Yeah. I mean, you're assuming there's housekeeping in a Viking tavern, but yeah.
Robbed.
There's just the thing that wakes you, and I'm going to ask for perception checks in a minute, is just a gentle knock. So make me perception checks, please, as you just hear this.
Ooh, 15.
22.
Of course.
19.
Oh! Very good.
We did
So,
good.
Lex, you're the last to wake up. Jewel, you're the first. And it's in quick succession, but Jewel, you're the first to hear this gentle knocking at the door.
Jewel, get up and go to the door and just crack the door open a little.
And there you see the female dragonborn child, teenager that you rescued.
Ah, hello.
Hello.
Please, come on in.
And she sort of comes in and is followed by the other two, the elven individual who's sort of grown tall and half their body is just pure corruption of demonic sorts, and then Jack, the sort of human teenager as well. Just to remind you, Gus is the half elf, half demon now, and then Malara is the female dragonborn. And Malara just sort of stands there and says, "We understand the cathedral and the orphanage have fallen, and we wanted to thank you."
They have indeed. And Jewel will turn, noticing that Kavan's just waking up. It was a good for it to finally end.
How are you three doing?
Malara looks at Gus and looks at Jack. I think we are okay. I wanted to thank you in particular, Kavan. You have shown me something. Something bigger.
Yeah.
And you see in her hand she has a book. And on the cover of the book is the symbol of Paragon.
Nice.
I'm going to study.
Does the
I'm going
half...
to honor this god.
Does the half... Is it demon or devil? I can't remember what they...
Half elf demon. Half elf, yeah. Half elf, half demon. Yeah.
Does that half demon-esque remind me of a succubus? Or is it different?
More of an
that?
incubus.
Okay.
Because that's the male equivalent
Okay,
of.
yeah,
You get the impression, had you let this continue, this transformation, they would have become an incubus.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm not sure how much you know how this will all play out. But listen to me now. It's over. All that evilness is fucking over. You can be kids
I
again.
feel it.
Yeah, I do too.
Well, I'm not sure that is totally accurate. And Jack at this point sparked up. Yes, I'm not sure we're going to be able to go back to being carefree children.
You have had a rapid upbringing, but it will serve you well.
As you look to Jack now as he speaks, you notice that he's somehow, somewhere found a very rudimentary wooden shield, and there is a rough and ready short sword in a scabbard at their hilt. Or not even a full scabbard, a half scabbard at their belt. Sorry. We just wanted to say thank you. We're going to get Gus out of the city. Find somewhere to lay low.
Ed East, I can always give you a letter if you would like to go towards the forest. There is a village there up there. You may be able to help them.
And there's always the Crystalline Isle who may be able to help magically with Gus's situation.
Gus is going to look down at his right-hand side, which is totally transformed, and just sort of flexes his hand. You know, I think I am actually going to try and own this.
Hey, as a man who has recently learned to embrace all parts of himself, it's the only way to have inner balance and peace. But if you're interested in training, I do know of a temple at the top of Union City, and the person who worked at Takami, if you're interested in learning how to fight and defend yourself.
I'm not averse to it, Malara. I don't plan on studying to fight, but I have studying to do. Jack, perhaps this is somewhere you can practice with this. Jack sort of takes out his short sword and swings it once, twice. A good place to start, I think. We just need to get out of this part of the city. I don't think they're going to accept Gus for who he is now.
Well, look,
given what you've just done.
Before you go, I will write a letter. Keep it with you. Go up to the mountain. But if you have to leave the city, I will leave directions, and this letter, you need to hand it to someone in the village. They will get it to people who will care for you, and they will take you in.
This sounds like a better idea, guys. I can practice fighting anywhere.
I pull out 2 gold, and then I fish out a third, and I hand one to each of them, and I say, make me a promise. Can you do that? Can you make Kavan Buckland a promise?
They all look at each other, and Malara looks at you with particular reverence. But they all sort of look at each other and then look at you and nod in unison.
You take that money and you spend it on the most frivolous thing you can think of. The thing that will make you smile. The thing that will make you laugh. And then carry on with whatever is most important to you. Can you promise?
Absolutely.
I also have, I suppose, 2 gifts for you. One, maybe some advice, and the second is a gift I'll give you in a moment. But if you go see Edge's, our friend Gibby, Gibby's, he owns a tailoring shop. He may be able to draw up some magical garments where if you wear it, it hides your appearance somewhat. I know you're going to embrace it, but if you want to travel and go to new cities, It may just sort of help you disguise yourself or blending or become unnoticed. And also for your travels, I want to give you this. And I'll give them, you know, the Dig Big boat that you can enlarge and reduce?
Mm-hmm.
I will give them that. And it's a tiny boat, and obviously they'll look at me gone out because I'm giving them a toy boat. I'm like, no, this is a very special boat. You press this gem, and you say the word Dig Bit boat, and it enlarges to a full-size boat where all of you can get in, and you can use it to travel anywhere, wherever you want. You'll need it if you want to go to the Crystalline Isle.
Did you say dig big?
Yeah. That's not to ask what the command word is or what it means.
No. That's fucking brilliant.
It's a
I love
It's a
that.
gnomish word. Yeah, it's a gnomish word, I think.
That's amazing.
It means to stiffen or to
thank you.
enlarge or engorge, something like that. I forget the literal translation. Take it.
Malara just stands there and goes, I have no idea what you are talking about, and then winks at Jack.
Throughout this time, Geordie's sitting there with a scrap of parchment and just writing out a letter to her parents. But
Very good.
we'll then fold it up and put Stonebark Village and then sort of Page of Shadows underneath it. And then we'll hand it to the kids and say, right, so head east, follow the roads, you will find, and just goes through all of the how to find Stonebark Village. You need to go to Stonebark Village and you need to ask anyone there, probably, and I can't remember, is it Nick, which one's the one who is half incubus?
Gustav.
Gus.
Or Gus.
Gus, you may want to stay outside of the village just momentarily. The other two can go in, and then you will get safe passage in. And this to my parents, and they will get you into the village, and they will help. I promise you.
Tell him to put it on Aegeus's tab.
Sorry, Danny, I mean, sorry. Say that again.
Oh, and if you do go and see Gibby, just tell him to put it on Aegeus's tab. You'll know what we mean.
Brilliant.
Gibby is in
Gus at this point...
Dryad's Gate if you do want to travel further east.
Oh, fuck. I forgot that. Yeah.
That's all right.
quite
Gus
far
at this
away,
point
actually,
is just
guys.
going to sort of look at you all and smiles. I have one thing I think we can solve instantly, and he just takes that demonic hand and it glows pink for a second as he then just wipes it down the right hand side and casts Disguise Self at first.
Oh, fucking hell.
Nice.
I'll take everything back. There's no point going to see Gibby.
Yeah.
But you can see there is a little bead of sweat that then begins to bead on their forehead. It's going to take some time to hold this for any longer than maybe, I don't know, an hour.
Then
But
use this time wisely. Get out of the city. You will
Yes,
not
sir.
necessarily need to, once people are aware in the village that you have this condition, use it, but it does not control you. Okay?
I will remember this. Thank you again, all of you.
Go. You haven't got time.
Malara at this point is going to dash up to Kavan and just sort of kisses him on his cheek, and then turns and says, "Oh, Kavan, I found this. I figured you might like it." And she's going to hand you what looks like a large bronze, maybe brass coin, with the symbol of Paragon embedded into it. It is a holy symbol.
I look at it, and I look at Malara, and I say, "Where did you get this?"
I found it in the orphanage. We went to go get our things and find some other stuff. It was buried under Well, a load of things in the cellar.
Malara, I don't know if I can accept this. And Kavan takes a second and knows that it is important for her. And he says, right, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to take this and I'm going to hold it safe. And he pulls out his dagger and he says, present that book. And I place the dagger on the book. And I say, that is my one and only dagger. I use it for hunting. I use it to help myself get to safe passage. And Malara, I have used it to kill. Learn the balance of this dagger and all of the ways that can help you. Read your book and keep that dagger close to you for whatever need you have. You think of me when you hold it, and I'll think of you when I hold this.
Okay.
And I give her a hug, and I say, you'll be fine. And may we meet again.
She sort of takes the hug, and the hug is a tighter squeeze than you expected, as you get the feeling as an orphan that there is an attachment here now. There is not quite a full savior complex, so to speak, but you've saved her, you've enlightened her, and she sees you as now someone she can trust. And she takes the dagger and pockets it and holds the book close to her chest. Okay. We'll go now. Thank you all. Thank you once again. We would not be alive without you. Any of you. Thank the Bone Man too, please.
We will. I will walk with you out of the tavern. Listen, as I'm walking out, look, that letter doesn't explain much, so when you get there, please explain what happened and your connection and everything. Just, I couldn't write much in that letter. Also, I'm going to speak to the barman and make
this
sure that
page of shadows is going to help us, yes?
Absolutely. My father. They will help.
Oh, amazing. Thank you.
They also had to escape Union City fairly quickly, so they will thoroughly understand. Okay?
You save us again.
Not at all.
Thank you, honestly, all of you.
Look, I'm going to speak to the barkeep. You wait 5 minutes. I'm going to make sure you have some rations for the road. So, you just wait here.
And as you scamper off, they're just like, what? Jack turns to Gus and Malara. What the fuck just happened? Like, we spent 15 years with priests. No one's ever been that nice to us. And you then disappear down and you have a chat with the barkeep, manage to procure some rations, bring it back up to them, and then you can see beads of sweat are just beginning to sort of pour down Gus's face, and Gus is just there like, we have to go now.
Go.
Only so long. Let's go.
Go.
And they sort of scamper out. Malara will take one last look up at the Jarl's hearth as she turns, and they run out of the city.
On the way back in, I make sure that there's breakfast ready. Let's say breakfast, probably like brunch or lunch at this point for us. Just order that so that I can then go back up to the room and get dressed.
Very good. As you are ordering lunch, then, a bright light shines in through the window of your room and reflects off that holy symbol that you now hold, Kavan. And as it reflects, it grows brighter and brighter and brighter. And then you hear the sound of wings. And before you, as the light then dims, stands a radiant being encased in armor, wielding a hammer which looks uncannily similar to the one you now hold. And as they fold these golden wings in, this long white hair that sort of literally flows down the back of their neck, they look up at you and smile. And we are going to take a very short break. Just because I'm conscious of time, so yes.
And I need a wee.
Very good. What an awesome first half. We will be back
Nice
in
one.
a
That was
few
good.
minutes. Thank you very much.
Oh, for God's sake.
Hey Dave.
Every time.
Twice in one
Every
episode. Fucking brilliant. Welcome back to part 2, and absolute huge hello to our raiders from Roll Together. So thank you once again for being with us on this fine Monday evening. We're very much in a roleplay episode tonight, following the collapse of the Cathedral of Sin. And just before we went to break, an angel, as that's the only way we could describe it, an angelic being had just appeared in the middle of this room in the Arl's Hearth, smiling at Kavan. Kavan, what are you doing?
I see the angel, and I turn around to Lex and Jewel, and I say, "Did you guys see this?"
Do we?
Absolutely. Everybody sees this angelic being stood in the middle of the room.
Yes.
Yeah, you can't unsee it.
Should we be alarmed?
I mean, no harm to anyone here.
Yeah, that's good.
Hi. Who are you here? What are you? What? You're standing in front of me, so not sure. Are you related to this? And I hold out the this kind of medallion thing that Malara gave
the
me.
holy symbol of Paragon, and this angelic being looks down on it. More than you could possibly know.
But you're not Paragon. Are you Paragon?
No. One of their many soldiers who have found renewed strength in this day.
Yeah, I think I might actually. Well, I don't know if it's strength. I feel something different as well in this day. It's when you say strength, what do you mean? You mean like
I don't know how much you understand of divine power, Kavan, but a lot of it relies on belief and faith.
Yeah.
And with your
Yeah,
actions,
that's
there is new faith in Paragon.
Yeah, I think so. I mean, if you'll know, I haven't been great at that. I just haven't. I've been, believe for a while, and I'll try to be. This is before last night. Try to maintain balance and try to be composed, and then I get angry, and then I fucking do stuff that I regret and hurt people and all that, but I do think something's changed in me. I just feel it. I felt it when we left that place, and I just, it's not like a temporary, I feel great today thing. There's something else happening right now inside of me.
There is indeed, Kavan. You have unlocked something within yourself. And he could not be prouder of you.
I turn around to Jewel and to Lex, and I say, "Do you hear that, guys? Yeah.
We're all proud of you, Kavan. This is amazing, and thank you for your kind words." Talking to the angel.
Yeah, Lex, come up here. Swing that door shut, Lex, first, and then come up here real quick.
That was fucking good timing.
Round of applause for Tom there on that one. Fucking brilliant, my friend.
I also had the window open, and the equilibrium difference was causing all sorts of havoc. I've restored balance now, it's fine.
Give us a little privacy.
I'm a bit in
arm around
awe. I
Lex.
don't think I've ever seen like a creature of a deity represented before, so I'm just a bit like...
If anything, Lex, you're the only person in this room who... Because you never... Well, you tell me. I don't know if you ever saw Mechanus as a deity as such. But
I
this
asked
is
him
the
if he was.
first...
I remember asking him if he was, and he said he wasn't. So the only... Yeah,
So this is the first real manifestation, other than what you've seen Kavan do, of pure divine power. And I suppose Maul and Blue Moon back in the Forgotten Temple when we went through that. But this is the first sort of clear, bright as day, quite literally bright as day, divine being you've ever come into contact with.
This is Lex Ordo.
And I'll wave, shake my hand, and like curtsy all at the same time. I'm not
And the angelic being does sort of
protocol here.
laughs. Hey, Bodhi. Good to see you, buddy. For anybody, no, yeah, Bodhi's now tuned in on YouTube, so thank you for joining us, mate.
You'll be in trouble.
At this point, the angelic being just sort of laughs, and I know all of you. Each of you has important parts to play. But I am here, Kavan, to help you understand something more than anything.
Okay, I get it.
That centering you feel was the final piece of the puzzle falling into place. It was always within you. Always within you. The bursts of energy when you used to feel that intense rage, the chaos of it all, was just you starting the jigsaw, waiting for that one piece. I'm sorry, Jewel, your tail seems to be distracting you somewhat.
I'm sorry, I'm just excited to see an angel, so my tail, I'm just a little... This is incredible.
I'm sorry. I should introduce myself as well. My name is Seraphiel. I am a solar of Paragon.
Great. What is one?
An angel.
Cool.
Okay.
That works better for me.
Yeah. Well, that's fucking awesome. I don't know how I did it, but like, it wasn't like I tried to. I don't know, like complete the levels.
Demolishing the followers of Lilith in the temple probably helped.
You have
true,
but a corruption that was blocking Paragon's power in this place. something that was using his name as a facade, as a front for evil deeds.
I'm super grateful, Seraphiel. Seraphiel? Did I get that right?
Seraphiel, yes.
Yeah. I'm fucking honored, and I'm stoked, and I have wanted this forever. But this was a team, like we all did this. Like I was a mess in there at times, and I just want, yeah. So, and we're missing, like, Edgiest Bones isn't here, but the four of us, like, whatever you're bestowing upon me, as far as like any, I don't know, like Paragon, energy or power or whatever. I just want, if you're a kind of like a pathway, a channel to Paragon just needs to know that wasn't me. That was all of us. That was fucking all of us. And so just tell him that. And I don't know what that means. And tell him thank you for sure, and I'll take it. But like, because I fucking need it. I really, really, really need it. But it was all of us that did that.
I think you finally understand what balance truly means, Kavan.
Jewel looks over at Lex.
It's not the action of one in the moment, it's the action of all, or the actions of all, in its entirety. There cannot be balance with one single act. It can only be balance with all of the acts together.
I don't know if this means anything to Paragon, but we're the fucking planar detective agency. And we're fucking good at what we do. And I pull out a business card and I hand it to Seraphiel and I say,
Somewhere, Edgius is just sat there.
and I say, you know, if you can get that to Paragon, any promotion would be awesome. Because we know what the fuck we're doing. And I turn to Jewel and I turn to Lex and I try to do the, like, finger fist bump thing. And it's kind of happening in sync now. And we do a kind of like a attempt at it, and then we just put our hands kind of in the middle, but not like to do a go team thing, but just to have them touching each other. And I just say, yeah, we're the fucking planar detective agency. And
I mean,
yeah, go ahead, Jewel.
I mean, it would be remiss of me to not try and gather some information, but do you know if the corruption of this temple was purely a standalone thing or part of a wider corruption? We, of course, are trying to gain as much information against our foe and these planar rifts. This almost felt like it was a sidetrack, but something very important. But do you know if it is connected?
A side effect, I think one could say, of the rifts that are opening up, another deity that saw an opportunity, and she is most certainly not gone. Her emissary, who I dealt with, is locked away, for now at least.
I understand she was one of the old guards, right?
Yes. Old, and I suppose you could now say new, in the sense that Paragon was diminished and now renewed. The pantheons are shifting quite dramatically. I think you have all felt that in some way. Jeweled with your abilities. Kavan, obviously. Even Edgius, I think, probably knows this.
I mean, Max, you told me about balance all the way back fucking when I first met you. I mean, this has to resonate for you.
I've always been coming at balance from a great equation, Primus, or like fate, probability type perspective, but I'm kind of seeing it from your perspective and Paragon's perspective. It makes me wonder whether I need to explore the divine a little bit more in to better serve, I suppose, my objective with Primus. But I know I unlocked something in the Crystalline Isle that hadn't been awoken or had been lost for millennia in chronomancy and linked to Kronos. Do you think, as a solar of a deity, this is something I should probably explore further for the greater good?
The greater good.
The greater good.
Shut it.
Lock it in. I cannot tell you what you should or should not do. That is not my place here. It's not what I am driven to do. I cannot guide your fate. For to do so would ultimately set you on a different path. But you have unlocked something Lex hidden for millennia. Eras.
Hell yeah, you did.
All of you have an important part to play in what is to befall this world. And just know that the new gods, the old gods, they're all watching.
Cool, no pressure then. Marvellous.
Didn't mean to add any pressure as such, but it's more a case of we stand on an inflection point in this shift of pantheons. As new powers emerge and old powers diminish, each piece of the puzzle becomes more important than ever before.
Cool.
I don't suppose you know anything about the Shrouded Lord. Is his name lofty? Is he not actually a lord? Is he a demigod, or is he just a man who gives himself a title above his station?
The Shrouded Lord is a power, an old power, one that was there at the beginning.
Forgive my possible blasphemy, but does that not describe all deities? Again,
No.
please. Forgive my ignorance.
Deific power is like energy. It does not die as such, even though gods themselves can die. It transforms, it renews. This predates the world we know, but does not predate divine power. It was there at the birth of the world.
Okay. You know something about all. Do you know stuff about Aegeus as well?
I know enough, depending on what you
Okay.
ask, I suppose.
No, I just wanted to get a reference point of like how much you see us and everything we interact in, because we've got a
I
lost
see what
friend.
he allows me to.
Yeah, I mean, we are very soon. You're going to go find a friend of ours that's really important. You know him, right? Do you know who I'm talking about?
I assume this is the one known as Callum.
Yeah. So 2 questions. A, is Callum okay?
I am not sure how to answer that question. He is trapped, but unharmed.
That is great to hear.
Yeah.
One other thing I'm trying to understand is the balance of what we are talking about. This is does seem to be that we are on the path of emerging gods and deities, or the power. I want to say struggle. Forgive me, I cannot think of another word. Do people like the Lord of the Fays, are they on a different level? Same level? Is this again a manipulation of many corruptions? I'm just curious as to whether the Lord of was it Winter, guys? Lord of Winter? Similarly involved? Another power maybe from the Fae?
That is probably the best way to describe them. The Fae are all another power. Once there was a union of 3 powers, which kept things at bay, kept the balance, but for want of a better term, that all went to shit. And now these rifts open. Now, without this being an insult, you will not decide the fate of the Pantheons. That is already in motion.
No, obviously not.
No.
We're trying to fix the portals, and I guess that is simply an effect of the changes of the Pantheon?
The portals are an abuse of the chaos.
So
That is our main focus.
Yeah, exactly. So if I were to just, I mean, Lex, if you could share what our plan was, and you don't have to say yes or no, just like maybe blink twice if you think this is a good direction we should be going in. I don't want you to break any rules, whatever. But as now me having unlocked this different level, can I just call in a little marker here and just get a little bit of a direction? Because Lex, I mean, just kind of share what we think we want to do next.
I'll lay it on you, and you tell me what you think, if you can. So, Maximilian Klein, an all-round douchebag and evil guy, as well as JS, which I do forget what the initials stand for. Shadowthorne. They're working as part of a triangle of evil. We're yet to determine what the third point in that triangle is. What they are doing is manipulating the multiverse and portals to gain power, drain power. They're sending out shadow beings to drain the life force of people and kidnap people. They are literally, I'm not sure what the end game is here, but they're literally trying to manipulate the fabric of the universe, the multiverse.
Do you think it is to kickstart this original power?
My worry is they're doing it to bring about an evil, which may be one of the old gods, even stronger than Lilith.
Or is it the
Shrouded Lord?
Shrouded Lord. It was power, but maybe needs a jump start?
And
Let's go
most of the
with
portals
that.
they're opening, if it helps, are to the Shadowfell. They're corrupting known portals into Shadowfell portals and bringing through evils, unspeakable evils.
Yeah. So, do we just want a confirmation of that, Lex? Like a yes or no? Or what are we looking for here?
I was hoping for a silver bullet and an answer to all of our problems. Yeah.
Yep. So just that. That's all we need.
If we could skip to the end,
And then we're good.
Brilliant.
Yeah, we're good.
Straight into campaign 3.
If only it were so easy.
If only it was.
Well, then I guess the deities would probably have resolved it with your assistance, pointing at this angel.
I know you said you couldn't, comment on our fate or get involved, but is there, could you at least increase the probability in our favor a teensy-weensy bit?
Yeah. So just one nugget.
And that's
like
an
the
11 on
smallest of
persuasion,
nuggets.
so probably not.
Yeah.
Come on, with advantage, we're all helping.
All right. With advantage, that is a 27. Thank you, Dave.
There we go.
Who's the fucking DM here? To start DMing your own campaign. Fuck it, go for it, guys. The Solar at this point, Sir Raphael, just sort of, they do chuckle. And they then sort of look at you. If only it were so easy. What I will tell you is that the answer to all of those questions you already have. I cannot tell you, but you do know them. You have every piece of the puzzle. It is just putting them together.
That's a nice way to say, go read all your campaign notes and sort it out.
or in game.
That is also a nice way of me saying you need to review the origin stories as well, because there's some nuggets in there.
Yeah.
People need to put together.
God damn it.
But yeah, that being said,
your DM piece, every piece of puzzle together and lays these breadcrumbs that you can't figure out. I'm like a shit.
They are going to look
I've
down and
I can't figure them out. Sorry.
They will look down on you all and say, going back to your point about the promotion of the Planar Detective Agency, what do you think your actions here in this past few days have done? We didn't
we hold our hand up
to sing your praises because a whole city sings your praises.
I was kind of worried we were going to end up on wanted posters, to be honest.
When you say sing our praises, I thought we were. You saw what we did.
You saved orphans. You rooted out evil.
And went to a banging party.
When you put it that way, it makes the murder seem less murderous.
Speaking of party gents, I suppose we need to interrogate our little miscreant from that party.
I don't suppose you want to come and help
you.
I mean, the presence of an angel might help.
Murder is a strong word, and it is down to you and how you feel about it. I do not serve a deity of benevolence. I serve a deity of justice.
And balance, right?
So you're saying we dispensed justice and restored balance to the city of Union?
Look,
Lex,
like I said to Kavan, look, we realised that we went possibly in emotional standings a little overboard on our enthusiasm, but we know that, and I think we all, and I know I speak on Edgy's, but he was the one who even questioned us at the start. We all don't want to do that again. So I think this has also been a lesson and a reminder that Sometimes it is required, but as long as we have control of it. But we do not want it first off. We want justice first.
And I think what I'm hearing from
personifies the idea of fairness, peace, but with that comes a very strict moral compass.
Yeah.
I did not beat an emissary into a fiery pit for nothing.
That was you?
It was me.
Okay. So I'm getting that, like, I don't have to feel bad about this. Like, at times, by any means necessary, really means that. And we were close. I look to Lex and I look to Jewel and I say, guys, we were fucking close to, like, not getting out of there. We had to do that.
I mean, it was also a fine line between revenge and justice, and I think we just fell on the right side of that.
But the point that we are trying to debate it and ensure that we were on the right side, it makes us different to those who do not care.
Only good people worry whether they're good people or not.
Yes.
Balance.
Seraphiel, is there a way, like, do I have a... Can I just call you at times? Can we just pull you in for a hot minute if we need to, just if, we're fucking, oh shit, we're out of balance. Let's just make sure do you know what I mean? Like, just as a voice of reason here.
I am an extension of the arm of Paragon. Should he deem that you need my assistance, then I can be there. You only have to ask, but it will be his decision. I cannot help you to change the fate of this world. We are forbidden from doing so.
I get it. Well, I feel better. Like, I feel fucking... Like, I felt good, but I feel even fucking better. Like, I feel like... Yeah.
Joel goes up to Kavan.
Kavan, I feel stronger. Thanks to all of you.
We're on the right track, Kavan.
Hell yeah, we are.
Thank
you heard her? Or them? Or... Like, we're there. We're fucking there. We're like we've got we understand this a little bit more. Lex, we're kind of getting this balance thing. I mean, every now and again, Edgius fucking tips us over the edge with some wackiness that he does and shit like that.
Yes, but he also keeps us on track at times. That is the great balance of us all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, Jewel works in the shadows, but she's also our beacon of light and hope. Kavan works with anger and love at the same time. I'm chaos and order at the same time. Edgius is... Well, Edgius. Yeah. we all help out.
If I may, Edgius is life and death, all in one.
Thank you. I was going to say douchebag and lovable twat, but yeah, okay. He's not here to defend himself, so he can lie into him.
Love you, Bodes. We miss you, buddy.
Yeah. Oh man.
Just a quick one. Is he okay right now?
Who?
Edgius.
Yeah.
Oh, we can sense him. We'll know he's okay.
Yeah.
We'll know he's safe.
Okay.
There are things he needs to see too clearly. And on that note, I have tarried too long. I just wish to convey my own personal thanks and the thanks of Paragon to you all. We will be keeping a close eye on all of you.
Thank you for your assistance.
But no, Kavan,
And
you have his blessing.
could you also just keep an eye on your new future champion in Malara? Make sure, she's on the right path.
Yes, an interesting one, that one. I said there was renewed faith in this city.
She'll spread the word.
Keep a close eye on
The I'm sorry. The corruption of Gus. It is not gone too far, is it? He seems to have a control, but
We talk of balance. What happened to the young boy was horrible. But I will not stand in the way if he chooses to use it for the right things.
I hope he can. I think he has the strength and the will, and I hope I have sent him to somewhere that will be able to control that.
Time will tell whether
Gentlemen,
the corruption of Lilith is too much to overcome. But on this note, thank you all again. And at this point, they keep almost saying she, but they are totally androgynous. They are going to step forward, and they are going to take your head in their hands, Kavan. They bypass the fist, kiss your forehead, step back, bow their head to you all, and there is this blinding golden light again, and you just hear the flap of wings. And they are gone. And in that moment, Kavan, you feel another stirring within you as your spellcasting ability unlocks as a paladin.
Oh yeah! Woo! Jewel punches Kavan in the shoulders like, fucking Paragon.
Fucking Paragon, guys. We did this. Well, I mean,
Holy
what's going to
shit.
stop us now? Yeah, no shit, dude. We got a god
I
behind
mean,
us.
only-
You've just jinxed us. Oh, come on, don't do that.
I mean, I'm kind of joking, but I'm kind of not, dude. We got a fucking god behind us right now. That's some powerful shit.
And the moon goddess, Feregius, and you've got a demigod on your side. I've got Mechanus and God knows what else. We're unstoppable.
Well, I mean, that didn't feel like it last night, but yeah, let's go with it. Optimism is always great.
Hey, gee, that was a hell of a pep talk. I'm feeling pumped.
Then
I'm feeling fucking pumped as well.
let's go get the information we need. Come on.
Yeah. Silus Vorn, here we
And
come.
she's told us that murder's okay, so we can kill this guy, right?
No, dude.
Balance, Lex, balance.
Yeah.
We only kill him slightly.
Yes.
Oh, so dismember him.
You know, kill him till he dies from it, sort of thing.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Or
Or we can kill
I-
him, bring him back to life, and then with
I just reach my hand up to the sky and I say, "We're just fucking with you, Paragon. I swear, we're just fucking with you."
Look, I've got us all.
Excellent
I was
stuff.
going to say breakfast, but it is actually lunch. Let's go and have that, and then let's go. I am not doing this on an empty stomach.
Very good. You all descend downstairs then. Retooled, re-geared, refreshed. Everybody hit that long rest button if you've not already done so. And you can see that the bardic troupe, the Chords of Discord, as you now discover they are called, as they shout the name out, sort of, give it up for the Chords of Discord, yeah! A whole party has been going on while you slept. They went from full-on nighttime drunk and hungover to let's have a day drunk party and we're gonna fucking all night this bastard. So the party is in full swing. You all exit out feeling again a little bit of a pump, a little bit of a buoyancy with the music that plays and you continue on out and you head up. Now, you remember that Silus was being held at the Black Veil estate.
Lex, does Lex do any aid, or are we foregoing that because we think we might be alright for now?
Well, it lasts 8 hours, so
Yeah,
whether if
maybe
we're
not.
going to go straight from the dude to Feywild, do we need it? I was thinking of doing it just before we go to the Feywild, because I don't think this dude's going to hurt us in any way, is he? We're not going to get into a scrap yet, so I was thinking I'll give us the extra hit points.
No, you can leave it.
Just
you can
before
leave
we
it
go
for
to
a
the
bit.
Feywild.
Yeah. It's good plan.
Yeah.
Excellent stuff. As you walk through the city, then, people stop you. People shake your hands. People hug you. There is
Tip us?
a sense of... Say again?
Tip us.
Just say tip you. Somebody probably tries to slip you a tip, but not the one you're hoping
All
for. Indeed, you do get propositioned by so-called prostitutes and people that hang around, and everybody wants to celebrate the Planar Detective Agency today. And it actually makes it slightly more difficult to get up to where you need to go, but eventually you make it to the Black Veil estate, which is nestled within the heart of sort of the top tier of Union City. Kavan, you know where this is. You instantly lead the party there. Of course you know where this is. This is where a particular lady lives, who may just hold a certain part of your heart. Now, the estate itself embodies this blend of mystery but also opulence, very fitting for a family that is rumoured to have descended from both shadow elves, or shadow elf and human nobility. The architecture and decor just reflect both the enigmatic lineage. There's dark gothic elements that are intermingled with sort of more traditional noble finery. You approach what is the main entrance, and there is this grand entrance that features these towering double doors with intricate motifs of vines and shadows. As you walk up to it, the doors open, and there are two sort of, not guards, I'd almost say like footmen, but just lower ranking servants, if you like, that just bow and instantly allow you in. Almost as if a message has been sent out to, if they see the Planar Detective Agency coming, let them in. As you enter this grand foyer, then, there is this sweeping staircase that leads up to the upper floors. A large chandelier casts dim light over this black marble floor that is inlaid with silver thread. It almost depicts like a spider's web. And as you enter in, there is a bell that sounds out. And you sort of wait there for a minute, and then you hear the sound of heels rushing on the marble floor. And when Mara Blackveil just enters the grand foyer at this point, with nothing but a beaming smile on her face as she just rushes up and hugs you, Kavan.
I run. I take a step toward her.
I was going to say, nothing but a smile is interesting, but...
Oh, yeah, okay, so, yeah. She's still got clothes on. Sorry, that was a bad choice of words there.
Fucking hell, I was thinking, Jesus Christ, Lex is blushing and, well, he doesn't know what to... His nether regions are doing things he didn't know they could do.
No, she is, as always, adorned in the most elegant, verging on sexy dress, heels, rushes up to Kavan, hugs him, and just says, I'm so proud of you.
We fucking did it, Mara. We fucking did it. All of us. We fucking did it. I'm super, super happy to see you. And hopefully I'm conveying just a lightness in my being, in how I'm just talking to her, and I'm saying, I have so much to tell you. It was dangerous and it was fucking touch and go for a while, but we all rallied together and we fucking did it, Mara. And I feel amazing. I can't wait to tell you every step of everything that we did. It was awesome.
At that point, she places a finger on your lips. There is time. Always time.
Yeah, not now. We gotta see this Silus Vorn, and then we've got some other things to do. But I just want you to know, I'm fucking different. Like, I'm different right now. I'm so much a better version of me. I think you're gonna really like me. Even, I mean, I know you liked me before, but I'm different, Mara.
She at this point is just gonna grab the sides of your head and just pulls you in for a kiss.
I just feel it, and I feel her warmth, and I feel that she understands, or maybe that she saw something all along, or she is acknowledging something that I didn't see, and that I'm finally seeing.
And she does.
And
she releases the kiss and sort of looks at you with exactly that look on her face, like she always knew. And then she's going to look to the rest. Sort of, she bends her head round. Let's go and speak to Envoy Vorn, shall we?
Yeah, let's. Has he how has he been? Is he tight-lipped? Is he fucking loose-lipped? Where are we with him?
He has been silent. He has not asked for anything. He has not said much at all. He has quite literally just sat there, from what I understand. Almost like he is waiting.
Well, let us hope that he is willing to give us the information we need.
Well, follow me. And she is going to take your hand, Kavan, and begins to lead you off.
We just
nice
kind of
hammer, by the way.
Thanks. Edgius isn't here, by the way. He might come. I'm not sure, but anyway, he's fine.
We saw him wander off up the mountains with Takami. I think that was her name, yes?
Yeah. She's.
Yeah.
Did they look like they were getting along, or were they?
Why are you doing this? The audio types, he's doing a fingering action, but I don't think he means to.
That's his priceless. Mara, that's his sense of humor. We love it, and we're at times embarrassed by it. But listen, he's an asshole, but he's our asshole. That's all I can tell you.
Indeed, it seems you have two assholes. But still, I am not sure what Edgius getting on with someone would look like, but she didn't punch him very hard.
He can create one. I've seen it. He can change and give himself one.
I think it is more about the fact that as long as he does not have a blade to his neck, he's probably getting on with them.
That's it. If she's not punching him or like tripping him or throwing him. In which case,
he was fine.
Okay, fine. All right. So where is this fucking...
Very good. So, at this point, while you've been conversing, Mara's led you down to a side door, which is this sort of black marble as well, or dark black wood, I'll say, and she sort of unlocks it with a key that she pulls out of one of the sleeves of her dress, and you see this black stone that just descends down, and she sort of explains, we are going down to the dungeons. Not many people get down here unless they are being captured, and then they don't often make it out. So, don't tell anyone.
Can I ask, has he
lips are
been
sealed.
tortured in any way, or has he been starved? Or has he literally just been...
We have done nothing with him. Literally just left him.
Right.
You asked for first questions, so that is what we have done.
Thank you. Thank you for resisting the
Mara
urge to...
then leads you down into the... Go on.
I said thank you for resisting the urge to not go in there and take it into your own hands. You didn't try and have you kidnapped and killed after all.
You are the heroes of the day, so have at him.
You will
And
be
she's gonna
coming in with
unlock
us,
this
however,
iron-banded door.
Take your own notes, please.
Actually, I am not sure how much you will say with me there, so I am going to hang about outside.
Then we will let you know.
Outside, and at that point, Mara goes invisible.
She's behind the painting, just like with her eyes through it. Like.
Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
You are let into the dungeon proper, and the door sort of closes and then locks. The dungeons are empty, apart from one individual who sits in a corner cell, illuminated by a single candle, which just sort of plays this malevolent glow across their face, if you like, mixed with a shadow. His envoy, Silus Vorn, just sits there on a seat with his fingers together. Ah, yes. I wondered how long it would be. Rumblings upstairs, by the sounds of it.
Lex,
He's even had elective vibes, isn't he? I've got some questions for you. You will answer them honestly or face the consequences.
What consequences? A cell? Okay.
There is fates worse than a cell in your future. I can tell you that. The only reason you've been left alone is at our request. As soon as we're done with you, you're under the care of the Black Veils, and God knows what they'll do to you before releasing you into the city.
Very well, then, my friends. Do ask your questions.
Oh. I'm tempted to do a suggestion spell, but his charisma's he's going to make the save, no problem at all. Because I think I've tried to do it on him before.
Does Lex, or was it Edgy, who has Zone of Truth, if at all?
I think Edge's talked about getting it.
Yeah, that's fine. Well, then let's simply start with... Who are you working for?
Did I not already make that clear?
You may have done. It's been a month.
Yeah. You're working for Shadowthorne and Klein. That much is clear. But who's the third person in their trio of debauchery? Oh, you're the Shrouded Lord wanker, aren't you?
Disadvantage here. You have me at much of a disadvantage. My only contact has ever been Shadowthorne. But Klein? Interesting.
Fuck.
Thank you for
Fuck
that
me.
information.
Fuck.
It will do you no good. You are not leaving here.
Well, I'm trying to have a two-way conversation here. I've given you something. You can now give us something. How is Shadowthorne and the Shrouded Lord intertwined? What do you know about that?
Nothing.
What was your mission here? What were you trying to do? Was it simply to kill the poor individual at the party, or was it something else?
Why would I be trying to do anything else? I'm not just going to murder someone and then reveal myself in the middle of a party, now am I? If I'm trying to do something.
That's exactly what you did.
No other mission? That was simply it?
Silas.
I feel you need to be more specific with your questions here. This is very vague.
It is vague, but look, can we do this a little bit differently? Like, we don't have to be combative. We don't have to be adversarial. Like, if you want something from us, we'll share it with you. But let's picture it almost as we're sitting on the same side of the table and rolling our sleeves up and looking to solve this fucking problem together. Like, are you able to take that position, or what do you need from us to kind of convey that there are bigger issues here that we're all trying to figure out?
I think you've made it abundantly clear that you hold all the power here. So I am yours to obey.
Can I make 2 insight checks? One for that bullshit statement, and the second for when he said he didn't know Klein was involved. Can I check whether that was bullshit?
Right, let's roll for the Klein check first.
15.
15.
And the second one is a 16.
Dice.
Big ones are shit.
Okay. You have absolutely no idea. This individual is near impossible for you to read with those 2 checks.
Good.
How have you been communicating with... Christ, what's it? Silver...
Shadowthorne.
Shadowthorne. Have another whiskey, Dave.
Cheers, yeah. How have you been communicating with Shadowthorne?
However needs or however means are necessary. Letter, messenger, sending stones.
Can I pat him down and find it and see what I find?
He's in a cell currently.
Ah, fuck. He's not there.
Have a search.
Can I see whether he was already sort of stripped of his items and anything? Are they on a table anywhere?
Make me a perception. In fact, make me an investigation check, please.
Oh, that's a natural 20.
Come on.
For a measly 30.
Yeah. Just a little 30. You see on a stone table to the side, there are white gloves, a black cloak that is laid out, a small dagger, and a small polished stone.
Cool. I will pick up the stone.
You are now cursed.
Joel wouldn't fucking know. Like, this, perhaps?
Sorry, did I not make that clear? The sending stones, yes.
I'll pass it to Lex. Lex, for you to check later.
Oh, yes. I can prank call him later.
Yeah.
Fucking legend, isn't it?
1-800-porn and all that lot, and just,
It's actually a sending stone for Babe Station. It's just like some
Does
dirty
that
dirt.
even still exist? Fucking hell, that name.
I don't know. It did when I was 14 and it was wonderful.
I was going to say, that's a reference and a half.
For those not in the UK, Google it. It's horrendous girls shaking their ass for £1.50 a minute on the telephone.
There's an insight into mine and Danny's childhood, I think. There we go. Anyway.
And I assumed that you were meant to relay your actions to them once complete?
Meant to.
Oh, you did?
What makes you think I didn't?
Oh, marvellous.
I don't suppose you could pour a gentleman a drink, could you? It's been rather a long while.
Certainly. Again, with my perception, did I see any sort of just water jug or something?
I pull out a flask.
There is a water jug to the side. But yeah, okay. So Kavan's going to pull out a flask.
I pull out a flask.
No, Kavan. It's all right. I'll get him a water, and I give you a look.
I say, hey, let's just I mean, feel free to have that water, and I also pull out a pack of cigarettes and I open the pack up and I just kind of hand the flask and the ability for him to pull a cigarette out of my pack. And I say again,
what's in the flask?
Some of Kavan's favorite alcohol, a kind of a whiskey-based alcohol.
He sort of takes the flask and primitive, but still. Thank you. And then takes the cigarette. Why not? Do you have a light?
I pull out a light. I actually pull a cigarette as well. Light his, and then I light mine.
So, are you saying that you already communicated the success to Shadowthorne directly after the murder, while still at the ball?
Of course.
What did you say to him? What were your next instructions?
I didn't have any next instructions other than to let you know of exactly what I told you. Kalen was dead. That was my task. I told you he sends his regards. I'm not sure what else you want from me.
And that was the extent of your mission. You had no other instructions if you got caught, where to escape to, where to meet up.
What makes you think this wasn't all part of the plan?
Because I'm on this side of the bars and you're on that side?
For now.
Silas, you're making this hard. You know, we.
I mean, you're lucky Kavan is a renewed man. I mean, this is the happiest I've ever seen him. He would have literally put a boot to your throat by now.
Yeah, I'm.
Oh, I have no doubt.
You're just making this hard. Why? How about this? Where do you see that we are aligned? Because obviously you see areas that we're not aligned. Because you're withholding. You're obviously withholding information. So, do you have any parallel motives that you think we're both seeking that we can help each other with? Because right now you're just being kind of a dick, and we're trying to do this in a really, really kind of, respectful way. There's no need for you to act this way. Like what do you think is our objective here?
I'm sorry, were you expecting me to be some sort of psychic? I have no idea what your objective here is. I'm just...
Well, then why are you being so fucking resistant? Why are you being so fucking defensive?
Am I being resistant?
Do you
I've
know
answered every
where
single one of your questions.
Shadowthorne is?
Don't give us some vagary fucking generalization of he's here and he's there and he's everywhere. Just fucking tell us what's going on.
My answer is no.
Do you know where he has been? Have you ever met him in person?
Of course, I've met him in person.
Where?
Quite a few places.
Any of these places ever been repeating?
Well, I met him in Thalissa twice. Is that of any use to you?
You little? Anywhere else?
Rosendom. Here.
Whereabouts in Union City? By
At
here,
that
do you
point,
mean
stubs the cigarette.
at the Black Veil House? Or where in Union City did you meet? Did you meet him?
No, it was... Oh, what's the term? As simple as the lady of the house is here. She does know how to keep a locked down estate, at least. Union City, yes. Plenty of places to hide. As I'm sure you
Where,
all know.
where specifically did you speak with him? What part of Union City?
Oh, well, now we get to the point where if I'm going to give you specific information like that, which could put me at risk, I'm going to need something else put on the table.
If you give me a time and date and a place where you spoke to him in Union City, we can negotiate.
Negotiate for what, exactly?
Well, what do you want? And I'll see if it's something I'm willing to bargain with.
Is he looking particularly fucked
out.
up from our fight? And still not...
No, actually. It's almost like whatever had gone on from the fight is well and truly gone.
Okay, alright. That's not going to help.
What do you want? Just what the fuck do you want? What's the information?
I want out.
Okay.
You are presumably a assassin for hire? Is this... Am I correct? Am I wrong? I don't want to get the wrong impression of you.
I wouldn't call me an assassin for hire. I am a master of many skills.
But you are for hire.
To the right buyer.
So now,
Well-
now it comes down to price. Well, this is marvelous.
Well,
Then-
my opening gambit then. You give me the information I was asked for, and I'll get you out of this cell.
That's what I was going to say. Well, I mean, if you want out of this cell, that's a pretty hefty request. What what could you offer us?
Well, hang
What
on a
in the
minute,
world
Kavan,
you-
Lex. I think we have our answer. This man is only loyal to the coin. Well, then we know that we can never trust him, and I'm sure you are not offended by this at all. However, we pay him enough, and he does our bidding. Simple.
Yeah, that's true. My opening
mean-
price is I can get him out of this cell. That's not going to cost us anything. But if coin is needed afterwards, what do you say,
Yeah,
Silas?
if my colleague Jewel is right, and we can't trust you, how the hell are you going to convince us that what you're offering us is true? How are you going to offer some, I don't know, some fucking corroborating data? How are you going to fucking give us the value that we can trust to even consider to let your ass out?
I think that very much depends on your questions.
No, that's not
I've
what I'm
been
talking
nothing
about.
but forthwith so far.
This isn't about us asking questions. This is about you providing enough information for us to consider the mechanism to get you released. So start talking and see if you meet the standard.
Let's put this another way. We are proposed clients. How do we know that you are going to get our work done and not anyone else's, whilst you are under our employ? As an example.
You have made a bold assumption that I'm not already, or still, employed.
So you are not for ire at the moment?
To you, absolutely fucking not.
Why not? If we cannot pay enough, we definitely can.
Oh, trust me. You absolutely cannot.
So, what price are you currently working for?
The price I ask for is something you would not be willing to part with.
I mean, if
Try
you
and
want,
find out.
if you want my soul, I don't have it anymore. Is that as low as you go? Or?
Souls. It's such a deific thing to offer. Are you that much of a lowlife that you are just willing to go, here's my soul? Honestly.
Well, no,
it
I've
just
said I don't have it
debases all
anymore.
of us.
I mean, you clearly want out of that cell. I can get you out of that cell. If you can give me the information I want.
I turn to Lex and
And
Jewel.
when I get out of this cell, can you promise me safe passage?
And I say, I turn to Lex and Jewel with a prearranged kind of understanding that when I say this, we are waiting to see what his reaction is. And I say, fuck it, guys. He's just playing games. Let's let him rot in here, and we'll solve this thing the way we solve everything. He's useless to us.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, okay.
I mean, to be honest, he's been quite the jabbermouth, and I'm sure that once his client realizes how much he has said, he's not going to be of particularly good value to them. So, no, that's fine. Let's go.
And I reach in and I grab his dagger and I say, sorry, but I'm down one of these as well. So, listen, good luck, and I guess we'll see you on the other side. And I turn.
You absolutely will.
Look, I mean, we're out the door. Last chance. You tell us the time and date you met with JS, and I'll get you safe passage out of that cell. Final offer.
You have no idea how deep you are in this, do you?
Oh, I am balls deep, and I'm willing to go all the way.
Can I do a check to see if I can see the mist, it's something of where Mara is?
You can make me a perception check at disadvantage.
Yeah, that's fine. That is fine. Disadvantage. Never mind. 13.
Mara, yeah, you have no idea where Mara is.
That's fine.
How does it feel, Dave? Just somebody sneaking up on you.
It's bullshit. It's bullshit. No.
Just comes up behind you. I'm here.
I'll probably just go up to Kavan then and be like, do we really trust him to stay in this cell?
He doesn't want to talk. He doesn't want to tell us anything. So it's a waste of time. If he were willing to talk, we'd talk. But it's obvious that he's playing games. So I'm not here to play games. Like that. I mean, we could beat the shit out of him, and I don't know. He'll probably at some point reveal something before he dies. But fuck it. Let's. He'll be here. Mara. We'll keep him locked down unless he's a fucking ghost. And obviously he's not, or he'd be gone. So fuck you. How about that? And you owe me a cigarette. And we'll see you on the other side.
That you will. See
Cool.
ghost. No. But human. Absolutely fucking not. And you see as their tongue just sort of licks over their teeth and there's a hint of a fang as they go, fuck me. Fuck a lot of you.
Oh,
And they are going
fuck.
to shapeshift into mist and
Oh,
flow out of the cell. You see,
Can I-
in fact,
throw a dagger at the mist.
you
the
certainly can try.
Dusk dagger. I can say that. Fucking hell.
oh, I've got a jug. I'm going to try and catch me in the jug.
T2.
Like that.
22 to hit.
22 to hit. Let me just look.
I wanted to Misty step in there and kill him, and I didn't. Wouldn't have done enough damage, to be fair.
You stab forward with the blade. Roll damage for me.
Hey, it's dark in here.
It's absolutely dark in here.
Marvelous, and one of those D4. I can find a fucking D4. There, that's one. Nice. That is 9 points of piercing damage and 2 points of psychic.
Very good. You stab into the mist as it sort of parts around your blade. There is a flash within it, but it then just continues to swirl away.
Can I try and dispel magic?
You can try.
I will try.
If you are casting Dispel Magic,
Yeah.
no, nothing happens.
Fuck.
Mara at this point becomes visible. Shit! And begins to sort of run and scrabble at the door, and you see the mist then just escaping underneath the door as she goes to unlock it and sort of throws the door open. At this point, the mist is at the top of the stairs and then just seems to disappear. And as it disappears, there's just this lingering.
I mean, what
Fuck you
else
guys.
were we
We
going to
weren't
do?
We weren't going to get anything out of him. Fucking,
We-
I don't know what to tell you. He was fucking with us the whole time.
I was hoping he would give me a time and a date of when he spoke to Klein, because I've got this spell I can use where I can go back in time to that time and that place, and I could have listened to what they spoke about.
What
I
the
could have seen
shit?
what they seen. I know. That's why I was but I could always go back to the night of the ball and see what he said to Klein after he killed him, after he killed the victim, and see if they discussed anything else.
Perfect.
That's literally
Look.
the only idea I've got left.
Then try that, and also, I mean, we can't be tracked by this sending stone, can we? Do we just piss off, Shadowthorne just by going?
Should we try it now before he has time to tell Shadowthorne about it?
Sure.
Kavan, put on the most annoying, smarmy, smug voice you can and pretend to be that prick.
All right, I'll give it a try.
What are we saying? What are you saying?
Mission complete. I've escaped. What's the next plan? I don't know.
Yeah, well, not mission complete per se. But yeah, something on the lines of, I provided them the information like you asked.
We need to meet and discuss next steps or something like
Yes.
that. Yeah.
Yep. All right, here we go. Do I push the button? How do we do this? What is there?
What are you looking
sorry,
at me
let
for?
me-
I don't know how they work.
Just
Is there directions
here
on the
we
back
go.
of it?
Just start speaking.
Have you charged it?
Oh. They came and they were as foolish as we thought they were. I've now escaped the building and given them exactly what we discussed. What next?
Make me a performance check, please.
Oh, where's Edgies with this bloody
bad
conspiration?
Ooh!
Go on.
We might have something here, boys.
Yeah.
That's a 19.
Come on.
Boy.
If we pull this
You
off,
hold
mate, it's
on
gonna
to
be
this
fucking-
sending stone. And there's a moment before a voice comes back. You sound ill, my friend. I would have that seen too. Very good. You know where to head to. I will see you shortly. Let us hope they stumble into everything we have planned.
I reach for the stone
That's it.
and I say, "Will do." You discussed 2 places. Just confirm which place you would like me to go to.
So you can only cast that spell once. So you reach in the stone, start speaking, and nothing comes back. It's almost like, with your now arcane abilities that you have, or divine abilities you have, you sense that you're speaking into this and you're just speaking at a rock.
Is there any possibility of being able to track this individual? Mara? Oh, she's gone up. Let's
Mara
see if
comes sort of walking back down the stairs. Well, that wasn't a fucking good idea, was it? Fuck.
you don't know anyone who can trace him. An individual, a person.
Sorry. I trace somebody who turns into mist?
Right.
Well,
If anybody can do it, you can.
He sat here waiting for us just to fuck us around for
Yes.
20 minutes and then
He
disappear?
said nothing.
Yeah.
Well, yes,
Literally
Kavan, we just heard from Shadowthorne. Right? That is exactly their plan. So, you know what I mean? Part of his plan, or his mission, was to give us information.
Yeah. But Mara, you've got a network all the way across, and with not just Union City, right? Could you put out your spies in Union City, Rosendom, Thalisser, try and see if we can get word of any meeting?
Now that we have the name of those cities, absolutely.
Because we got a friend to save. So if you could put your spies out and get word to us when you hear something, that'd be. If that's not too much to ask.
It is probably also not really a surprise, but I would assume that they are using the part of their communication is via the Serpent's Cloak.
I had figured something along these lines. So, now we must vet everyone that comes in and out of the city. This is going to be fun. But, that being said, once you have rescued your friend, I think maybe perhaps you have one of two destinations.
I think we do. Yes.
I will send my little birds out to see what whispers they can hear.
Well, at least we have this sending stone. Possibly not useful for much longer, but it helps us confirm.
Yeah.
Can I go back to the cloak and the rest of the bits, the white gloves, and I will actually pack them up.
Okay. I will say as you pack them up, then you notice there are the slightest, especially to the white gloves, slightest hints of red.
Mostly blood, more likely.
I'll let you make that assumption, yeah.
These turn back to Lex and Kavan. Well, these is perhaps they might help us narrow him down eventually one day.
And you never know. We might know somebody who can do a locating spell or something like that. It's worth keeping just in case.
I wasn't sure whether we would need something of them, part of them.
Yeah.
So,
at the very least, a fucking bloodhound.
Also,
I'm so annoyed he played us. I was going to play him, right? My plan was fucking genius. I was going to say, yeah, I'll get you out of this cell. Give me the time and the place so I can use my chronovoyant spell. And then I was going to take him from that cell and put him in that cell. Because technically, I've kept my word. I've not lied. I've taken him out of that cell. Safe passage to that one. And then you were going to fucking dispense justice. But I feel like a fool.
I wanted to also jump into that cell and slit his throat once he was done, but I held back because it is not what we do.
You're just playing.
However, next time we meet him, I'm going to do that. By the way, just going to put
I'm
that out
going to
there.
stab first, ask questions later.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely.
So that we will have that on the table. Marvelous.
I think we need to figure out what type of creature he is. I am not familiar with things that turn into mist.
Now,
That is
the
also
fangs. I mean, I haven't seen anybody like, other than a demon in my kind with fangs. I mean, there's mythical tales of creatures that can be real, right?
Can that also not just be a magical effect? Or was he not the arcane type? I don't know.
Yeah, well,
I am not sure how
he might
lucky
be.
we are on that point, but
Well,
still,
Yeah.
you have things to see to. I will send my whispers out. Kevin, my love, it seems like I have you for a moment and then you are gone.
Speaking of which, we'll give you two a moment, and then I'll kind of usher for me and Jewel to leave the room.
she'll meet you back at the tavern.
Yeah, I'll meet you at the tavern. Fuck.
I don't think
just
we
feel
have time for that.
Right.
Yeah, we kind of knew it was going to happen.
Yeah, I just feel like it doesn't even feel right to. That moment of celebration is kind of gone now.
No,
I need to get back to work.
No. This is a minor setback. You have dealt such amazing justice today, Kavan, over the last couple of days. The city is... Well, I think if you were staying, I'm sure there would be parties, but that is for you and your friends to decide. I'm not sure how quickly you need to move on, but I would certainly appreciate some time before you have to leave.
Yeah. I mean, we're not going tonight. At least I don't think. We still need to find Edgius anyway.
Well, perhaps then, seeing as, well, the altar seems to be the meeting point for the Planar Detective Agency, I may have a word with a few, and we will have a celebration. It is due, regardless of all of the bullshit that happened here. This we can worry about in the morning, but it is time. We need to still celebrate. Often,
Yeah, it's gonna be.
you are free.
Yeah, no, I know, but we have work to do. We're fucking, we're trying to find shit, and
We always have work to do, Kavan.
yeah, okay, all right. I'll head back and
Hey, don't
yeah.
sound too enthusiastic about it.
Yeah, what the fuck? I am super, super happy to see you, and it was pretty. Yeah, like underneath it all, I feel we'll fix this. We'll fix this. Yeah, let's have a good night. Let's have a good night.
Indeed, we have yet to figure out what this was, so who knows? Calum was one member of a noble family. Who knows what he knew? Maybe that is something we need to figure out first, and then figure out what it was Silas. Maybe Silas just wanted to disrupt things and make a name for themselves in order to, I don't know, mess with your heads. And, who knows at this point, but still. Go.
Yeah, it felt like that. Right. Okay. I come back, give her a kiss on the cheek, and I say, "We'll see you later." Okay.
As you turn to leave, she goes, "Cheek is not good enough," and kisses you on the lips, and then sort of pats you on the ass and sends you on the way up.
All right. I'll see you later. I really look forward to seeing you later.
I look forward to it. And you literally say the same thing at the same moment. And you sort of ascend out, and then you just hear Mara go, "What the fuck was that?" And you all exit out into daylight, at which point one Edgious Bone sort of wanders past and is just like, "Yo, go on, fellas." And that, my friends, I think, is where we will wrap up episode 63 with new things to go and figure the fuck out. A plan in some way to go and free Callum, but we have certainly decided what is to come. So yeah, thanks fellas, that was awesome. Enjoyed that one. Thank you to our raiders. Thank you to the subscriber as well. That was amazing. Welcome. We had I think that was a first time chatter or maybe a bot, but either way, hi. So yes. Next week will be our grand finale of Orbital Blues. So, if you have not caught that yet, I highly encourage you to watch episodes 1 through 3 that are available on YouTube and your podcast platform of choice. Ready for us to descend into the inevitable chaos as I step out of the DM's chair and Bodhi steps into it. As we see what happens with Neo and our band of absolutely bumbling smugglers as they try and get him into the block. So yes, please do not miss that, and then we will be back the following week for episode 64, and we are rapidly approaching our 4-year anniversary of streaming, and we are already in conversations about doing an absolutely massive, and I mean massive, giveaway. So many collaborators have already asked to be part of it and have agreed to be part of it, including Homie the Dude, of course. So please do not miss on that. Check out social media as we update over the coming weeks, and please do not miss out that. Pay attention to the schedule. Everything will be updated there. But until then, we have been the Mortal Magic crew, plus our friends from Homie and the Dude, as always, who are very much part of the Mortal Magic family. This has been episode 63. We love you all, stay safe, and we will see you next time.